Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my PRM Purple Roses. If you don't know what PRM is, it's the Purple Rose Movement. I am Jessica, the founder, and I know that it's been a while since you've heard from me, but I wanted to take the time to just come on here, in despite of all my busyness on other things with my ministry, but also just take the time to encourage you all who are trying to walk in your kingdom assignment and the gift that God has given you and silencing the external noise. And what I mean by that, I'm going to tell you what happened, right? So I actually had um, the assignment of catering desserts for a event, and it was more so that I could just introduce some of my dishes, dessert dishes, to people that I may know but have never tasted my food before. What I actually ended up doing was, I don't know, my intentions were to make the best dishes that I possibly could, right? And when you are walking in your kingdom assignment or introduced to another audience, you want to make a good impression, right? But sometimes we get in our own way by allowing things that other people say or do or comment on change the way that we do things. So, for example, there was a recipe that I've been making for years, and it actually, to me, has always tasted great, and I've always gotten rave reviews on it. Um, I did the recipe, and then as I started doing it, I heard, I guess, some doubt in the back of my mind, like, what if this isn't good enough? What if what I always do and what the way that I've done things, my recipe, my ingredients, my the way that I have always carried out each step and instruction to come up with that final dish, what if it doesn't work this time? So I decided to listen to some advice from someone years ago that critiqued my recipe. Now, mind you, they ate it, they enjoyed it, they thought it was delicious, but it just wasn't enough for them. They had to make some type of suggestion like, oh, maybe you should have did this, or oh, you know, if you do this, this would be better. And sometimes, you guys, that message right there in that part of what I'm saying right now is sometimes people will come to you, and even though they see that you're doing a great job, they can't congratulate you. They always have to find something wrong with what you're doing, right? So I decided to listen to what was told to me, and my first batch was a complete and total disaster. When I tell you it was disgusting, and it wasn't even that much of a difference. It was like using a different type of flour or using a cornstarch mixed with flour, but it was bad, y'all. So I decided that I was going to go back to the store and start all over, of course, because I couldn't come to an event with my recipes half stepping. I believe in perfection in and when you're walking in your kingdom assignment and sharing your gifts with others. So I went back. I had to spend more money to get the more of the ingredients for the recipe. And I was like, thinking to myself and talking to God, I'm like, God, why is this so challenging? I do this all the time. And God spoke to me and he said, because you're not doing where's your confidence in how I told you to get these things done? What what made you feel like it was necessary to switch things up? When I give you an assignment, Jessica, I give it to you, I speak to you, and I give you the assignment to complete and carry out. This is your gift. So you can't have somebody that's not gifted in what you believe in it and what your assignment is. They're not even gifted in that area. Their gift is something else. But sometimes not calling a person or not calling suggestions the devil, but some people their intent is to help, and some people their intent is to hate, right? You sometimes they don't even know how they're being used. They're just talking and giving suggestions, and sometimes it's not warranted, it's not necessary or needed, right? They're just talking because they feel like they know it all because it worked for them, and they're this is how they do things. But the way that they do things is not the way that God called you to do it. Okay, so that's what I gathered from that. I went back to my old recipe. I went back to the basics. I went back to how I did it the first time for it to come out so great. And it came out great. Okay. And I was so happy because God will take situations like these small tasks and assignments, and when you have an issue or a challenge or a stumbling block, it's always a message in that. Okay, so my message to everyone today is walk in your God gifted assignment, and when you walk in that assignment, just kill the noise, that exterior external hatred or unnecessary suggestions. When you are confident in what God has told you to do, then and you have that relationship with him, there's no need to go and try to get the answer from this person or that person, or get all these suggestions. People will have all these things that they feel like you need to do to make your life better, and there is strength and encouragement in true godly counsel. But there are times, you guys, where you have to stop looking within other people or the external, and be confident, especially when God is giving you instructions and he's reassuring you through messages and signs and things like that. Pay attention to what God is saying, you guys, and make sure that you understand that God has given you this gift because you're special and he knows that you can carry it well. So that's my message for the day. I hope this encourages someone to move forward. Stop looking for the answer in other people. Stop looking for other people to always pray for you. Stop looking for everybody else's help when it comes to things that you actually have the authority, that God has given you the authority to have dominion over. Okay, be blessed, continue to blossom, and just be as beautiful and royal as you are. And I love you guys. Bye.